𝐒𝐴𝐳𝐵𝐿𝐼 is so dope. I love seeing it in anime form. I cannot wait to get my hands on Pokemon Legends ZA. I've done everything I can to keep my hands away from jumping back into Pokemon X and Y. I actually opened up Pokemon X and Y probably about 6 months ago, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna play through. I was like, no. Let me not, because I got stuck in I'm in a shiny hunt mode. And I was like, that's the worst mode to be in. Anyways, though, 𝐒𝐴𝐳𝐵𝐿𝐼, awesome. Love that they gave him some love in the anime. So episode number 108, trainers, was really great. If you guys didn't know, just depending on how long you've been here, I've been covering this for over 2 years now when it comes to Pokemon Horizons right here on the channel. So it doesn't bother me if you haven't been around for a long time. Just I appreciate you being here, even if you've only ever watched one video of mine. But we've covered all 108 episodes here on the channel. And if you didn't know, Diana's one of my favorite characters for sure when it comes to the show. I love Diana. I think she is the ultimate grandma. She loves Liko. She likes to live and explore the world, and she is a Pokemon trainer at heart. This episode, she shows up with a Reveroom. Like, she's like in style too, like riding the Reveroom. I was like, that is hella cool. And she also has a Rotom wash as well too, so the water version of Rotom as well too, which is the washing machine, which I think is an awesome version. My shiny version of Rotom is also the washing machine, just because I think it's just funny. It's my favorite Rotom as well. My second one is the grass version, which is like the lawnmower version of it. But I love Rotom Wash as well too. I caught that in Legends Arceus, and that was the version that I was rocking just because I liked having it. So you know, Diana just kind of upped her game even more for me this week. Now this week was all focused around a couple of things. It was centered around focusing on what's going to happen next. So we're going to take to 𝐒𝐴𝐳𝐵𝐿𝐼. We're going to try and rescue the hero Pokemon. They learned that they are in the clutches of 𝐒𝐴𝐳𝐵𝐿𝐼, that they have Lapras and all the different Pokemon there. And through Hamburger, I know his name's not Hamburger, but I like calling him Hamburger. Through our butler Hamburger, you know, we learn that, you know, his moves are kind of being followed as well too, that he's not being completely trusted. And the next thing that they're going to do is, you know, head to 𝐒𝐴𝐳𝐵𝐿𝐼 and talk to Amatheo's father, because they feel like he's not the evil Mega Lord like everybody else is, right? They feel like he has some kind of humanity. They feel like they can make a connection there and get on the inside. So that's going to be their next mission. They also called up Briar as well too, because through what Diana found out as she's researching is Terapagos has 3 levels, right? And specifically the stellar, you know, the stellar form, where they have all the different types of Pokemon that are powering Terapagos. She was like, okay, we need to not only have the hero Pokemon, but we need to have all types, and it needs to be able to draw its power from all types. And that's how we're going to kind of win the battle. That's how we're going to overcome the Loquium, the Mercurium. And that kind of, you know, had them, you know, spring about to like, okay, Briar's an expert here. We're going to ring her up. So, you know, it's just kind of setting the pace for everything that's going to happen. We're going to bring Briar in. We're going to head to 𝐒𝐴𝐳𝐵𝐿𝐼. We're going to get Amatheo's father in. We're going to try and, you know, rescue all the hero Pokemon. And then it took a turn, you know, after it kind of set up all the bones of what's going to happen, the structure, what's going to happen as the anime goes all the way to October. Because specifically in October is, I know I talked about this last week, but we're going to get the Legends ZA arc, which is going to just feature Roy and Ult. And as of October, we're going to get a flashback of them in Kalos, in Lumio City, you know, discovering Mega Evolutions. We're going to see on how Roy got his, you know, shiny Lucario. We're going to see how he met Ult for the first time. We're going to see them going through Mega Evolutions, getting their Mega Bands and their Mega Stones and all that stuff. So that's what's happening in October. But until then, we're going to at least build up to most likely a cliffhanger of some sort through September over the next, you know, 4 episodes, 5 episodes, whatever it is. So I like how it set up all the bones. Now, the rest of the episode was featuring Diana trying to help her granddaughter out in Liko, you know, powering her up. And she noticed I want to call it a caribou, but she noticed the Sharkadet. And she was like, oh my God, you got like a really good Pokemon. That's a great partner Pokemon for you. I see it. And it really is a great partner Pokemon for Liko. And we know that it's going to turn into an Armarouge for sure. So that way that when the battle commences, it's going to be Amathea with Ceruledge and Liko with Armarouge, which is going to be a pretty cool thing. Armarouge has more it's more useful than, to me, when I think about the game, Armarouge has come in more useful, more clutch, you know, for me. When we were doing like the raid battles and stuff, Armarouge has had more uses for me, but Ceruledge is just the cooler Pokemon. But regardless, Armarouge is still a cool Pokemon. So we know that's going to happen. So Diana goes in and she builds him up and it learns Fire Vortex or whatever they call it, Fire Spin. And they kind of level up, and they level up the partnership between Sharkadet and between Meowscarada as well too. So overall, it was just a really cool episode that I really enjoyed. Next week's episode, which I have a preview already for on the other channel, next week's episode features Dot. So we're going to have a filler episode next week, which kind of sucks, but we're going to be featuring Dot and her Tinkatuff, and more than likely, we're going to get a Tinkatuff evolution next week into Tinkaton, which I also love because Tinkaton is one of my favorite new Paldea Pokemon. When it comes to Paldean Pokemon, Sprigatito's first, then I have a Belly Bolt, and I really do like Tinkaton quite a bit as well, too. As you guys see, I also have Smoliv behind me as well. Arboliva is a really cool Pokemon, too. The only thing that sucks about Arboliva is kind of is not a good Pokemon. Arboliva is not really a good Pokemon, but it is a cool Pokemon for sure. Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below for this week's episode. Trainers, I appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to grab your favorite Pokemon. Give them a little one of these. And I'll see you guys next week for episode 109. Peace out, my friends.